Hello everyone, it's me Clayton. I just finished watching episode 4 of season 3 of The Boys. Now, with all the pieces set in place, it seems that Edgar has lost control of the company. There's no one in Homelander's way to basically take control of the superhero company, but that also means there's no one to cover for him. So this could be both a good thing and a bad thing for him. Especially since Nina has sent the boys out on a mission in Russia for her to do one little favor for her before she reveals the location of a weapon that can kill Homelander once and for all. Only the weapon is not exactly the kind of weapon that you'd think it would be. So, what I really liked about this episode is not only the fact that it has the female Kimiko, and it has Frenchie basically discover that Butcher doesn't really treat the members of the boys like people, more as tools, but it also has Mother's Milk realizing that same idea. In fact, the only one who seems like he's even sorta going back to Butcher's side is Huey, surprisingly. Because Huey's just sick of being pushed around by everyone in his life. He's sick of being looked at as a loser, and he's looking for any way to get some kind of power in life. And honestly, I think that works out way better for his character here than it did in the comics, where Huey was given Compound V against his will, and he accidentally murdered a superhero, when he was just trying to defend himself. Here, he takes the Compound V voluntarily. In fact, Butcher actually doesn't want him to do it at first, but Huey does it anyways. And he still happens to punch a dude through the stomach. It's just not a fellow superhero that he does it to. So I actually like this turn on Huey's character more. Not only giving him more agency, but also giving him more of a reason for why he'd think that Butcher's alliance would be the only way he'd have a way to fight back. Especially since Homelander claims his relationship with Starlight is just for the cameras, but you know that Homelander would murder Huey any chance he gets. Unfortunately, Supersonic didn't get much time to shine at all. Well, he only lasts through the first half of the season, but I still think he had better characterization than the drummer boy that he was in the original comic. And that's not me just nicknaming him. He literally was drummer boy before this. And even when he happens to be in a state of vulnerability, I still really like how Giancarlo Esposito never acts scared at all. Because he just feels like he's always in control no matter what situation he's in. He was the same way as Moff Gideon in The Mandalorian, and it's the same thing here. He just happens to control superheroes without any powers himself, even when it looks like he's about to go to jail for various atrocities that he did in fact commit. And he's actually kind of proud of Newman for backstabbing him. Father of the Year, am I right? Well, kidding all things considered. But now that we're halfway through the season, it feels like this could either go really high for Homelander or really low. It could really happen to show everyone exactly the kind of monster that he is, or it could also develop his character more into something that could make him both sympathetic and terrifying, leading into a final battle of sorts, which I'm guessing won't be for until season 4 or 5. I have no idea how many seasons they're going to go for this series, but hopefully it's enough to get most of the main events of the comics either done or altered in a way that makes sense for this particular version of the story. But yeah, solid episode, great acting, great twist at the end, and I really do hope that Huey watches his back, because the only man in the sky could be going after him at any time if Starlight even steps 1 foot out of line. See you next time.